We are from Team 4 in Kayak Group Project Assignment, which consists of 8 members. In this video, we will be presenting about Recreation 2, public service announcement film about river, nature and water safety. There will be 5 sections in this video. The must do and don'ts, tips for crossing river, demonstration of nature and moderation, public education strategy on water safety, and finally, how can the river be used to boost the economy.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. So I want to explain about the things that we must do when we at water. 1. Swim lesson save life. If you and your kid do not know how to swim, learn the basic skill of swimming. 2. Always wear a USCG life jacket in natural bodies of water. Be sure in good condition and fashion properly. 3. Use extreme caution and know the area well when swimming in natural bodies of water. 4. Make sure buy pool equipment such as inner tubes, water wings and other inflatable are not substitutes. 5. Know the depth of water and what's in it before jump or dive. 6. Don't swim or boat alone. Design the swimming body before entering the water. 7. Learn CPR rescue technique and know how to respond in an emergency. 8. Check condition, check whether it have floods. Be aware of current condition.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Ahmad Yasin bin Muhammad Sparjim. So now I will present about the things must not do when at water. Leave children unattended. This includes swimming pools, open water such as ocean, lake and other else. Anything that can hold water up to an inch or more. If the mouth and nose can be covered, then supervise your child around that water source. If in a large gathering, design an adult to oversee the swimming area when children are present. The best way to ensure that no one gets hurt is to keep a close eye on your children at all times, no matter how old they are. Swimming during thunderstorm. With thunder comes lightning, and a good way to get electrocuted is to be near a body of water when lightning strikes. At the first sign of thunder, clear the water and wait to go back in once the summer storm has passed. Get drunk. It's dangerous to drink past the point of being in full control of one's self. Getting drunk can lead one to make bad choices near water, which can lead to drowning. 4. Do not dive headfirst into a water source. Head and neck injuries can happen at a moment's notice and an emergency can ensue. Check the pool deck to see if diving is allowed or ask a staff member before attempting to dive. Swim when tired. If you are tired before you jump in the ocean, think again. Swimming is tiring under the best of circumstances, but starting out fatigue can lead to disaster. Push someone in. It's tempting to push a body into a pool or lake, but that push could prove dangerous. It's easy to hit one's head on the side of a pool. 7. Run and walk near pool. Trips and falls happen all of the time and can result in a cut, scrap, or a broken bone if you were not careful. Last but not least, horseplay. Chicken fights, wrestling, moors, or any sort of horseplay that could cause a drowning or restrict the air to the lungs can be dangerous. Roughhousing of any kind near water can lead to an accident, so it's best to keep the rough play down to a minimum.
So, there are some tips you can use for crossing river in an emergency. For crossing in still water, there are some few tips that you can use to make sure you are safe when you are crossing the river. So for the first one, we must always on the side of caution. For the second is do not cross deep river. This is because if you likely to cross deep river, you will likely to lose balance. So it is better to cross a shallower river. The third one is wear a flotation device. This flotation device will help you if you decide to cross a deep river. Number 4 is leave your boots on. By wearing your boot while crossing the river, it will help to protect your foot from underwater hazard. For the fifth one is use a walking stick. This is because if you use a walking stick, you will become more balanced when you cross the river. Number 6 is wear shorts for river crossing because it will help us reduce the drag in the water. It also makes our shorts dry more faster. Number 7 is face upstream and shuffle sideways. And finally is unbuckle your pack because when you wear your pack when you are crossing the river, it will cause the water to fit in your pack and will make you harder to cross the river. The tips for crossing in moving water are: the first one is look for a safer crossing if the water is fast, any deep or more. Scout downstream of hazards such as rapids, waterfall or fallen trees. The number 2 is always ford a river at its widest point because that is where the water will be shallower and slower. For the third one, check your map for forks and breaks that split the river and reduce the volume of water. For the fourth one, wear sandals or water shoe to improve footing. This is because it is better to get your boots wet than take a risk going barefoot in the tricky terrain. For the fifth one, use trekking poles or stick to improve balance and pop ahead. The next one is in strong current, cross at a slight angle which is heading downstream but facing up, and lean a little into the current and step sideways. For a difficult crossing, ford as a group with arms locked, or you can use the rope that you have tied on the tree and use it to cross the river. And finally one, if you fall and the current takes you, flip onto your back with your feet facing downstream, ditch your pack if necessary, and swim to shore as quickly as possible. And when you get out of the water, keep moving to stay warm. Here is a video example to show you how to cross in a moving water. For the attire for crossing river, the first one is you must wear boots so you can avoid the water hazard. The second one is thick woolen socks because when you cross the river gonna be cold, so it is to warm you up. And the third and the fourth one is convertible pants and tight top, so when you cross, your shirt and your pants would not increase the drag.
For the vehicle formation for crossing in moving water, walk the crossing path to check its depth. Don't cross fast flowing water which can harm our car, and place markers at hidden obstacles. Next, place a tarp across the front of the vehicle and disconnect the fan belt if a viscous coupling fan is not fitted. Spray water repellent on distributor and ignition wire. Pack recovery gear on top and ready to cross the river with our car. How to prevent drowning? First of all, we must learn how to swim. Children and adults must and should take swimming class, and then take a CPR lesson, which is important for emergency if he or his or her drown on the moving water. The rescuer must know how to the CPR technique, which you will use on people who are not breathing. Next, protect small children. Which adults, as adults, we must avoid children to go to the running water, which is can harm children and making children drown. Next, put a fence around a backyard pool, and also use caution at the beach, and also wear life jackets while boating, and don't drink alcohol or use drugs a lot while swimming, boating, or supervising children around the water. And be careful around rivers, lakes, and ponds. Yeah, because moving water is more powerful than it looks, and it can trap even strong swimmers underwater.
Look, the sky is crying. Ironic how nature could correlate with us. It's all the almighty words. Rain reminds me of a lot of things. The blessing, the growth, the healing, and the broken souls. Look, the sky is changing. Rainbow will come after. Because of nature, I believe everything heals. By Sunseeker. Nature provides a man with the opportunity to learn more about himself and his beingness, which is why it is encouraged that he visits a breathtaking view at least once a year. There are many reasons why we need to explore and enjoy activities that could blend us with nature, such as kayaking. Nature makes you appreciate life. Nature has a lot to offer in terms of discovery. It teaches you about the cycle of life and how each creation interacts with the others. It teaches you to appreciate even the most insignificant things in life. Nature also shows you how beautiful and wonderful life can be. Nature also offers fresh air. Fresh air is completely insufficient in a densely populated area. In that sense, everyone wishes for cleaner air at all times. One of the key advantages a person might have is that nature can supply infinite fresh air. Other than that, nature brings forth inspiration. Being outside in nature might help you relax. It might help you concentrate on the task at hand. It provides you with tremendous inspiration for anything you want to accomplish. Whether it is writing, poetry, or photography, it just provides you with calm. Last, absolutely not the least, is nature gives you time for yourself. Nature allows you to focus solely on yourself. It aids in the clearing of your mind and the elevation of worry. It has the ability to revitalize your mind and body. Nature can help you unwind and rejuvenate yourself after a long day of anxieties and stress. It will make you feel more content and happier. It's very important for us to preserve the nature. Love nature the way you love yourself. Some of ways that we can do to preserve our nature are recycle, support green movement, invest in reusable shopping bag, plant trees, and minimize water consumption. In this way, our nature can be preserved.
My name is Amin bin Zulkifli and I will be presenting about public education on water safety. Water education is a very crucial issue for the community at all stages of life. Almost 5 per 100,000 number of estimated burden of drowning children in Malaysia, which is the most cases due to the lack of parental guidance and education towards water safety. In this section, we will discuss some of the water education strategies that we can implement. First, increase access to swimming, especially among low-income and culturally diverse children. teens, and adults. Next, promotes swimming, skills, competency, and water safety education requirements in the school curriculum for all school-age youth. Furthermore, we also can identify, implement, and evaluate policies that promote learning to swim and open water survival skills among youth in Malaysia. Other than that, organize a school water sports competition such as swimming, kayaking, or canoeing for the secondary or higher educational stage with the proper guidance and surveillance. We also can establish a water safety program or organizations that promotes water safety as well as providing water safety knowledge towards the parents or the teachers group in Malaysia in order to improve their understanding of water safety strategy while keeping the preventive measure for their children. And finally, provide scholarship for swimming and water recreation activities lessons, especially for low-income youth.
Next, how can the river be used to boost the economy? Well, rivers are important to the country's economy because water from rivers is necessary for life and survival, as well as the various man-made activities and the long-term viability of their industries. Furthermore, this is a valuable natural resource. They not only provide water for irrigation, but they also provide fertility to the soil by transporting mineral-rich silt. As a result, rivers serve as lifelines for both people and the economy as a whole. Rivers are used to generate hydroelectricity and are useful for navigation and transportation because they are one of the oldest and most cost-effective modes of transportation. With licensed ferries and commercial carriers, rivers can be more profitable as a mode of transportation, and so the cost of river transportation contribute to tax revenue, which increases the economy. Tourism accounts for the country's economy. Water sports such as kayaking, stand-up paddling, rafting, canoeing, and motorized boating are the second highest revenue stream in outdoor recreation. And so, by providing river water sports, this can increase tax revenue and additional employment in the tourism industry. Next, with fish production, economy can be boosted as fish is the most popular and least expensive source of animal protein, accounting for roughly 75% of total annual fish production. Therefore, it provides a living for fisheries, fishermen, and boatmen by selling fish caught in rivers and ferrying people and goods to inaccessible areas. The fisheries sector is critical to the economy as it generates significant forex earnings, creates jobs, and ensures nutritional and food security.